January has become the worst month for COVID deaths in the United States since the start of the pandemic. Nearly 80,000 people have died from the virus this month, highlighting the growing demand from state officials for more vaccines. President Joe Biden has announced a plan to inoculate nearly the entire American population by the end of the country's summer.
President Biden announcing plans to expedite vaccine distribution as shortages and long lines fuel frustration across the country.
The end goal is to beat COVID-19. And the way we do that is to get more people vaccinated.
Biden says the U.S. will buy an additional 200 million vaccine doses from Pfizer and Moderna, increasing the nation's supply to 600 million. Since both vaccines require 2 doses, that's enough to protect 300 million Americans against COVID-19, more than the U.S.'s entire adult population.
The brutal truth is, it's going to take months before we can get the majority of Americans vaccinated. Months.
The announcement coming one day after the president raised his daily vaccination target to 1.5 million people a day. All part of Biden's plan to give 100 million shots in his first 100 days.
The president said, I hope we can do even more than that. And that is certainly, of course, his hope. He is continuing to push our team to get as many Americans vaccinated as quickly as possible.
The president, beginning his term, focused on speeding a messy vaccine rollout in the U.S., signing an executive order to boost vaccine supplies on his first full day in office. And on Tuesday, the White House's coronavirus coordinator told governors vaccine allocation will increase by about 16% starting next week. The weekly vaccine supply to states, tribes, and territories will grow to a minimum of 10 million doses, up from 8.6 million.
At least now we can do a schedule for 3 weeks, and we can schedule appointments and start to run on an efficient basis rather than what's been going on.
The fact that there is a plan to ramp up gives me great peace.
The White House coronavirus response team also says it's committed to making sure vaccines are given fairly.
That means we're going to send vaccines to churches and mobile clinics and things like that. That may mean it takes a couple days longer to get into people's arms, but it will also mean that people of color, people in rural communities, and others will have access to.